Well, good morning, interwebs. It's a very exciting day with some very exciting news. The new GoPro HERO4 Session, which is a mouthful, is now available. And GoPro sent us a test model of it so that we could take a look at it and see what we think. And I'm going to tell you right now, I kind of love it. So first of all, let's talk about the things that I love about the new GoPro and the things that I would change in the future. First and foremost, it's so small. I don't actually know if you can see this here because it's almost micro. So what's so great about this is it's like a cube. It's a square inch, essentially, which makes it, yes, I believe, the smallest and lightest GoPro to date, which is fantastic because you can strap it pretty much anywhere now. The sky's the limit. Literally, I guess the stratosphere was the limit last time. Well, the cat's the limit now. Dog-mounted GoPros are one thing. Cat-mounted GoPros, while not exciting, are still a technological advancement. We have here the Hero 3, which used to be our pride and joy. And you can see, if you hold them up next to each other, it's just not a comparison at all. This one is so much smaller. What I really love about this one, though, is the fact that the entire thing is waterproof. Whereas normally, with the old GoPro, you had to go through the hassle of taking it in and out of these plastic cases. GoPro went and did you one better and made the entire unit waterproof. So the microphone, front mounted, is waterproof. All of the casing here is waterproof. This is where your SD card goes. And then the glass on the front is all just bolted down, making the entire unit waterproof, which I think I've said like 400 times now. But it's a stressing point. Waterproof, 33 meters, waterproof as well. What's also great about this is something that always bothered me about the old GoPros was that the audio wasn't fantastic. And I'm not saying this is like production quality now, but it's getting close. And what they've done is they've just gone and made the microphone smart. So now it can detect high wind, different situations, and it just compensates for that naturally, which is fantastic because, again, you can't see it because it's impossibly small. The microphone is actually just right up here on the corner. Again, it is waterproof. The other thing I like about the new Hero 4 is the fact that it's just one button for pretty much, well, everything. All you do is you push it once and it starts recording whatever mode you have it set for. You push it again and it stops recording. The nice thing about this, though, is that if you want to do one of two things, you can either record video or shoot time-lapse. It's still the same button. So you push once rapidly, that starts recording video. You push and hold, and it starts shooting time-lapse. Now you're probably thinking, like I was, what do I do if I really want to shoot something different than just those two things? Well, the answer is here. So there is only one other button on the camera itself, and it's right here on the back. You press it once and it brings up a little option menu on the top of the camera, and you cycle through it with this button and select with the top button. What that allows you to do is enable Wi-Fi on the camera. So you hook it up to your phone and there's actually a GoPro app. Now that's nice because it gives you the whole range of options available to you on the camera. You can change anything from recording in, I think, 440. Just bring it up. Why guess? So you can select your resolution. You can go 1440, 1080, 960, and it gives you everything else from the field of view to low light to my favorite. It actually has a Pro Tune option now. Basically, this allows you to get almost cinema quality video out of it. You can set your ISO limit, sharpness, megapixels, frames per second, which I'm currently at 60. My other option was 30. And these all change. They're all variable based on the settings that you're going to use. So 1080 Super View is going to be different than 1080 just wide. Which brings me to my next point that I love. It has Super View, which I'm pretty sure is the widest angle I've ever used. Wider than Genghis Khan's empire. Outside of that, now that you can control everything with the app, that's great because it just gives you a preview right here on the phone so you can see what you're recording in real time. The other thing that we loved about this is how durable it is. We definitely put this camera through its paces. We did everything from throwing it off of a major bridge to dunking it in water, and it's held up very nicely. So the battery life seems to be great. It's rated at 2 hours, but I've seen some pretty good features out of it considering everything that it's running. Because it is capable of going in the water all by itself now, you've got a whole lot of other options as far as mounting. So what you're looking at now is just this little exoskeleton harness here. The camera slips right in like that, and then there's a clip at the top that harnesses down. This is great because it makes it incredibly exchangeable. So you can take it from this one, put it on another exoskeleton, snap it down, and you're good to go. What's cool about the exoskeletons too is that they've got these holes all through the side, so no matter what direction you want to face the camera, because it's a cube, you can do that. So there's no stress. You don't have to go out and buy all new attachments for your Hero 4 Session. You can use all of them from, I believe, even back to the original GoPro, just because they've got these that fit right together and screw down, like the original. Although they're even better on the new one because the mounts have this permanently mounted screw section here, which is nice because there are several occasions with the old GoPro where I'd be trying to screw it back into the mount and this part would fall off, generally into the water, which is embarrassing for everyone. Speaking of water, another great feature of the new Hero 4 is, I just call it the life jacket. I'm sure it's got something even better. It's called the floaty. Oh, that's even more adorable than life jacket. Mount the exoskeleton inside of it, and then your GoPro actually just floats inside like that. This is great because for all those times when you accidentally drop your GoPro in the water, now you don't have to dive down to get it. It has this adorable little floaty on it. Honestly, the only thing that I would change about the Hero 4 Session to do it again is sometimes if it's updating firmware or if your Wi-Fi is a little spotty, this button can get stuck and it's difficult to cycle through. But you just do a hard reset by holding the top button here and it comes back around. Other than that, I highly recommend if you're in the market for a new camera, you give the Hero 4 Session a look. It's so micro, so durable, and really can't go wrong with it. So until next time, interwebs, I'm Captain Chris Stottinger, hoping that you have a fantastic day.